This husky was sick and covered in mange. Wait until you see him now. For one young husky, life could have had a better start. Not only was he suffering from an awful skin disease, but his owners had dumped him. Alone, scared and confused, would anyone come to this sweet puppy's aid? It would be on March 2nd, 2016 when an online message board user by the name of Strategically Placed Bananas would share a sweet story about the husky they'd rescued. Let's just say it's one amazing story of love, loss, and recovery. A friend of the user had found a stray husky puppy who'd been dumped in the streets. The homeless dog had no type of identification and seemed to be suffering from a skin infection. Not wanting to abandon the pup, the friend had taken him in. However, the pup could only stay on a temporary basis. The friend was now looking for a forever home for the husky, and the message board user and her husband were very interested. The husband had grown up with huskies and wanted to meet the little guy right away. The couple went to meet the orphan pup on November 8, 2015. Immediately, he took to the wife but seemed to avoid the husband. It seemed he struggled with males touching him. Could it be he was abused in the past? The couple decided to name him Wolfgar, but unfortunately his health was not in good shape. He was extremely underweight and his hair was falling out all over his body. It seemed he also experienced an intense injury due to a scar that zigzagged across his ribcage. Realizing he needed medical attention ASAP, the couple quickly rushed him to the vet clinic to be examined. They were shocked to discover he was only 39 pounds and malnourished. Wolfgar was also diagnosed with a severe case of demodectic mange. While the skin condition isn't uncommon, it can cause severe discomfort and can make life quite hard for a dog. Mange is caused by parasitic mites that infest the surface of the skin. As the mites breed and embed themselves in the dog's skin, they can trigger a variety of symptoms. One of the main symptoms of mange is hair loss. The hair loss can range from total hair loss to just patches depending on the severity of the mite infestation. Other symptoms include thick scabs that form on the surface of the skin, along with a weakened immune system. The good news is that humans can't catch demodectic mange. The bad news is it can easily be spread between dogs. This can be a real problem when you have multiple dogs and one of them has it. You must quarantine off the infected dog until it's completed treatment. There are a variety of home treatments you can do to treat mange. Borax and hydrogen peroxide is the most common, while apple cider vinegar is used as well. Vets usually will treat with a medicated cream and steroids. The vet determined the infection must have been around for quite some time. Since huskies have a second coat, it would take quite a while for the mites to do such damage. The vet sent Wolfgar home with a medicated shampoo and ointment that would restore his coat. At least the pup didn't have fleas. Taking Wolfgar home, the couple wondered where he had come from. They could tell he'd been physically abused, and they'd expected he'd been dumped on the streets. Who could do that to this poor baby? Despite not knowing his history, the couple still searched local records on the internet for someone who may have lost a husky. At the same time, Wolfgar started to make friends with his new family. The couple wanted Wolfgar to feel right at home, so they purchased him a bed and a kennel so he'd settle in. He seemed to enjoy the comfort of the kennel, and the couple assumed he had been in one in the past. The first few days with Wolfgar were rough. At night, he would whimper since he was locked out of the bedroom due to his skin disease. Thankfully, after 7 days of treatment, rest, and a lot of love, Wolfgar started to settle in as part of the family. Wolfgar's skin condition was also improving. The hair began to come back in and his coat started to smooth out as well. It seemed like his health was definitely on the upswing. Wolfgar also loved to ride in cars. It was a special treat for him to be able to go on adventures with his new mom and dad. He even started to put on extra weight, although he still remained lean. As days turned into months, Wolfgar's strength slowly returned. He even became territorial, protecting the backyard and barking at strangers. For the couple, Wolfgar was an integral part of the family. He now slept in their bed and seemed to hog most of it. His new dad also seemed to get most of the attention. Sorry, wifey, you've got some competition. Even though Wolfgar's life started rocky, his new owners were relieved to see such life in him. That light in his eyes is back. You can definitely see a difference between now and then. While Wolfgar may be moving on from his past, the couple still finds it hard to let go of his previous treatment. Due to his sweetness and love for them, they can't help but feel angry at the previous owners. People who do this to animals should have it done to them, they stated. Seriously, animal abusers are one of the worst breeds of scum in existence. Regardless of his past, Wolfgar knows how to manipulate his new parents to get what he wants. He loves to sneak into the kitchen to steal people food and is thriving in his new home. It's amazing how far he's come. Even though it was a long road to recovery, Wolfgar never let his past define his future. He now has a loving family, and his owners wouldn't have life any other way. He's a healthy, spoiled dog, and we love him and all the fur he leaves on our clothes. Please share this with your friends and family.